Good morning. I'm here after a really big night. I was MC for the Crew Legal Spring Gala Ball at the Redcliffe Leagues Club, and it was such an honour. It was a real pleasure. I had a lot of fun, and I'm so glad that I was able to help raise some funds for Raise It for Redcliffe, which is an initiative of the Royal Brisbane Women's Hospital Foundation. We had a lofty goal this year, collectively trying to raise funds to purchase a Draeger Babyroo neonatal resuscitation machine. I can shorten that to Babyroo. The Redcliffe Hospital staff who joined us last night shortened it to a resuscitaire. It's a bit of a mouthful, but this machine is life-saving. And as part of my MC duties last night, I was able to talk to 3 of the different staff from hospital, Keith, Joe and Georgia, and the stories that they shared around what's happening at the hospital are really heartwarming. I'm a community-spirited person. I'm so proud to be born and bred and still live in Redcliffe, which is, really doubles my honour to be asked to MC the evening. But it was the stories that they shared with us around how machines like this really change the trajectory of their role as carers and nurses, and the chances of a little baby surviving the day, surviving the night after birth. So it's pretty hard going to be born into this world, and sometimes things don't go according to plan, and that's what Georgia and Joe particularly shared with us. So it was a pleasure to be able to talk to them and to lead them with a panel of questions to find out a little bit more about their roles in working with families within our region, and of course how a machine like the Babyroo or the resuscitaire can help change a family's outcome during their stay at the maternity ward. I think we all learnt a lot actually, and the feedback in the room at the end of the evening certainly confirms that to me, as well as some chats with the staff. And I had a fireside chat with Keith, who's in charge of the midwifery department. He's also born and bred in Redcliffe, so we have a bit of some shared sentiments about living and working in Redcliffe. We're both really proud Redcliffean born kids doing cool things in our town, and it was great to hear from him about how Raise It for Redcliffe and fundraisers like Crew Legal's annual ball help support them, and how that really helps them turn up to work and makes them feel supported. I've got a phone call coming in. I'm just going to cancel that. Get to that later. Yeah, it was a big night. When I finished my official duties, I hit the dance floor just like all the other guests, which is a real highlight of the spring gala balls that Crew Legal put on. They have great entertainment. So they had Tom Roberts joining us for entertainment last night. It was great. And there's also professional photography this year from Honza Studio. So those 2 things are just great elements to throw into a big fundraising event. And of course the team at Crew Legal had a theme. So this year's theme was Spring Harvest. And it was really fun to see so many of the people dressing to the theme. I spoke to plenty of the guests at the beginning of the night, talking about our outfits and hearing about their inspiration. One of the local councillors stayed up all night making a fantastic floral headpiece for her outfit. So the people who are attending every year, they really get amongst the theme, which is super fun. And I was frocked up and dressed courtesy of Bells and Brides at Margate, so just adding into the Redcliffe connections. And I had my hair and makeup done by Lauren from Lala's Hair and Makeup, and amazing. I mean, this is slept in hair, and I've woken up looking amazing. So Redcliffe Mobile hairdresser, this is the night after, so I looked really great with makeup still on and proper hair, not slept in. So MC duties, it's important to understand your role and to make sure you show up suited to that role. And it was a gala ball, so I had a formal gown on, hair and makeup to boot. Made me feel great, made me feel confident for the evening. And of course, having an MC connected to the fundraising cause behind things is improves outcomes and connection for the audience. So I guess that's a point of pride for my connection to the Spring Legal. I said that last night, Spring Legal, the Crew Legal Spring Gala Ball. So my reflections on the evening were it was a super fun night, packed room, it was over 180 guests. And in addition to those important professional additions and elements into the evening, the Crew Legal ladies have spent months putting together this event, and they had 4 different fundraising components. I think it was actually, it's actually one of their positive points that they've got different types of fundraising activities that you can get amongst, which means there's kind of a price point for all different types of audience in the room. And so they have a silent auction. They use a professional auctioning system for that, so the guests can run it off their phones. There is raffle tickets, so lucky door prize tickets practically, but you've got to pay for the raffle tickets obviously. Then we have travel bingo, so we're selling numbered balls, and that's for a rather large prize. And then we have a live auction, which has been led by my great mate Andrew Rybelt from Image Realty. So if you know Ribby, you know what a legend he is, and he really lifts the energy and the vibe of the room with an auction like that. So it's really great to pair up with him and help get those funds raised in a room. So he was back again this year, and his efforts really make a difference. So it's having a gala fundraiser is a really big event, and my participation in this event is actually very small as MC. This year I came in with several months in advance, so I was able to guide the ladies with a little bit of program design and just give them feedback on how I thought last year's event worked, which is also really helpful to be able to be involved from the very beginning. So if there's some tweaks to be made year on year on an event that you're doing regularly, that's the opportunity to do it. And I think the program ran really well. We had a change of venue, so there's some complexities about moving venue that the team had to deal with, and I think they handled that really well. The new venue had different spaces for our guests to spend time and hang out in, break out to, during dinner breaks and whatnot, which really served the event program well, I think, too. It was beautiful weather. The event's held in October, so great weather here. It was a bit of a breeze, but I actually enjoyed going outside into the breeze in the outdoor space, actually. I was a bit hot from, I was wearing a formal gown, so I appreciated that maybe more than some of the other ladies. Even with my hair done, my hair survived wind and sleep, so I was certainly sorted. But yeah, I would encourage you, if you've got a big fundraiser, to look at having a venue, engaging a venue that serves an entire night's program, not just being able to be seated down and staying seated for the whole evening. So that's certainly my professional advice to help you select a venue, is multiple spaces where your guests can enjoy. It actually makes the event feel a little bit more alive. And if you've got a long program, which we do, our programs are 5 hours long. So having those extra spaces where people can move to and check out different fundraising options as they do that, it's really important. So I think that was a big win. And yeah, entertainment for dinner breaks, great food, great company. They ticked all the boxes. And although it's just a preliminary outcome from the evening is that we've raised just under $40,000 in one evening. And when I pop this video up, I'm gonna pop the link up, because they won't close off that fundraising. If you didn't attend and you wanted to donate something, no matter how small, you can still do that, and I'll put that into the comments when I publish this video of how you can continue to support raising funds to get that baby room machine for the Redcliffe Hospital, because it really is life-saving. Don't know if I'll be back next year. Hopefully they'll ask me. I'm sure I'll say yes. I love being part of it. I love being able to contribute to this great cause, and it was a pleasure to be there. And this is just my next day reflections on a really fabulous event put together by Crew Legal. Stay tuned for photos and a whole lot more.